Right. What? Wait, is it live right now? Screw it. Who cares, right?
Our microphones were muted that entire time.
No way.
Classic
No.
rookie mistake. Well, at least they're
fucking-
both working. Hello and welcome to the Brandon Michael Show, where we were just talking at you for
Wow, I
a
am
few
dead.
minutes.
No way.
I apologize. Well, it's okay. Episode 1. it's
That's okay though. I mean,
It's okay.
you don't get a retake every first time. You know what I mean?
We're fine. You can. We're checking ourselves lives, by the way. I don't know how I didn't catch that.
Yeah, man. What's up?
But anyway, we were saying that this show. Well, what is this show? You're probably wondering. Well, it's a show where I am cringing a lot because I don't know how to be a radio host or anything. And I just want to talk, man. I just want to talk. That's
We were
honestly
talking
why
about
we're here.
rockets.
We talk about anything. Like, you're probably like, well, what do you want to talk about? What's your main topic? I don't know. We don't really
We
have a
are
main
going
topic.
to talk about politics. That's our main subject.
No. Politics is something I don't know if I want to talk about, but everything else,
He's like,
engineering-
no, I definitely want to talk about politics. It's the thing of the town, man. You gotta like.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. Politics is great. Oh, make so many friends with politics.
It's 2020, man. It's a little hard, you know.
I mean, you're not wrong. But
It's okay though.
Yeah, we can talk about that. We can go there if you want, or we can talk about more fun things like
Space.
sports and space. And what else is there?
I don't know, man.
I don't really want to get into like the James Charles drama stuff. You know, there's a lot of YouTubers that get into that.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
not interested.
We should talk about sports.
Do you know who Keemstar is?
No, who is that?
He's basically this dude who just stirs up drama between YouTubers.
Oh,
His
really?
whole show is called #DramaAlert.
Oh my god.
It's cringe, dude. I don't know how you.
No way.
But anyway, we're gonna talk about an interesting space video that he actually showed me. It's not a space video.
It's not.
It's nothing to do with space, actually.
Actually, a little bit. I mean, just I guess you have to watch it to really get it.
Also, I don't know if I'm blasting the listeners' ears or what.
Maybe not.
I think I'm good. I don't know. We're just gonna assume we're good. But yeah, this video is called "The Beginning and End of Humanity."
Yes, it's like a short story, I guess. This guy wrote it from that channel.
I don't know if we're allowed to play this video. We might.
I
get
mean, I
copyrighted.
don't see a reason why we couldn't, but
I mean,
never
we
know.
can at least do it and then find out after because we're
Oh, yeah.
live, so they won't know right away. So yeah, we're gonna. Oh, you can see my history. Oh yes, wonderful. The beginning and end of humanity. So this video. was
wait, you
actually
gotta
put
restart
out.
it though because you were like a little halfway.
Yeah,
there.
I did. This isn't a true reaction. I did get part of the way through.
Yeah, man.
But we're gonna start from the beginning. I only
Okay.
got 3 minutes in.
It's really interesting.
So we're just gonna watch it and talk about it.
A 7-year-old boy named Clay has just finished building a contraption that remotely opens and closes a little outside
Hold on,
door
let's
for
start
his
from the
family's
beginning 'cause
dog.
You couldn't hear.
The year is
And I can hear.
1968.
Okay.
A 7-year-old boy named
I can
Clay
hear.
has just finished building a contraption that remotely opens and closes a little outside door for his family's dog. He is constantly building toys and mechanical contraptions like this one, using spare bike parts, old TVs, radios, and any other objects he can get his hands on. 8 years later, the year is 1976. The first personal computers hit the market. Clay, now 15, finds himself immediately drawn to the newly developing industry of computers. He soon begins creating software programs and has a unique way of understanding how
so-
technology
Is this a true story?
No, it's a fiction. Just
Oh,
watch
okay.
it. It has a
and
little bit to
humans
do with
can
philosophy,
interact.
I guess.
Throughout his adolescence,
gotcha.
because of this interest, understanding, and his natural ingenuity, Clay creates and sells several computer softwares, develops a software business, appears on TV about a dozen times, meets the president, and graduates from MIT. The year is 1982. Clay is 21. Clay loses his mother to coronary heart disease.
It
Having
will
not had a
happen.
father in the picture,
No.
Clay's mother was one of the few people Clay had that he truly loved and could count on in his life. Clay struggles with his mother's death. The experience and idea of her death, and death in general, makes no sense to him. Clay wonders why a
no.
conscious, intelligent being, unlike any other species, dies like every other species. How can a species that can create fire, tools, computers, airplanes, rockets, medicine, and so on, still die basically the same as a slug or a lizard?
Neuralink.
Early on, Clay forms the belief that it doesn't have to be this way. He believes that in the not-so-far future, we can overcome the dependence on our weak
That's
and
your boy right
entropic
there, man.
biological
Elon.
human body
Nah.
through technology.
Okay, I'm interested.
Clay embarks on his pursuit of this belief. He studies and develops his theories and begins to immerse further and further into newly emerging computer softwares and biotechnologies. The year is 1997. At age 36,
That's the year I
Clay
was
starts a
born.
biotech company
wow.
named Curve, which creates algorithms and computer models related to human
23.
biology and genetics. Clay soon discovers that the brain is quite similar to the softwares he's creating and
Yes.
studying the brain with. The brain recognizes patterns, organizes these patterns hierarchically, and is then able to formulate an awareness of its conditions and make judgments accordingly, just like the newly developing artificially intelligent softwares Clay is working with. In this, Clay realizes that if the coding of human consciousness can be fully modeled and replicated, it could also be, theoretically, placed onto any device of replicable function and sustained
This
indefinitely.
is so true.
In other words, the human experience of self could essentially be limitless beyond the human body. 32 years later, the year is 2029. At age 68, Clay and his biotech company successfully reverse engineered the entire function of the human brain. This, in combination with a vast array of other innovations in the biotechnology space, now means that human consciousness can be enhanced, maintained, and transferred through and onto any hardware device or cloud service entity. People now have the opportunity to think and understand at a rate that is exponentially greater than any conceived possibility of the past. Mental conditions are now able to
It
be
really is gonna
modified
take
beyond
off.
inherited genetics.
I'm telling you, it's gonna
Lifelong
take
mental
off.
disorders can be eradicated. Bacterial and age-related diseases can be circumvented. 8 years later, Clay is now
It's so
76.
true, though.
The year is 2037. Clay is the first person to successfully upload his entire brain function to an outside hybrid entity. Now, at
So this
any
is a
point,
prediction.
Clay can change over to a separate synthetic body
It's a
and
fiction
reconnect to his consciousness
story,
via a
I
software
guess.
access server
I mean,
like
this
the
sounds
cloud,
like a
and still
movie
remain
fiction.
with his sense of self.
Finish it. It's
With this,
really
Clay
good.
would lead humanity into a new realm of existence, a life of boundless consciousness. The year is 2486. Clay,
Whoa.
along with the rest of humanity, lives hundreds of years past the previously standard life expectancy. Clay travels the whole world and visits every place there is to see. He reads every book, sees every movie, watches every video, visits every website, masters every language, hears every story, and learns every skill. He falls into love and out of love, over and over. Hundreds of years turn to thousands, thousands turn to millions. The year becomes irrelevant. Every time boredom, overpopulation, overconsumption, and so on appear to be on the horizon, new worlds are discovered and created.
It's a nice animation.
Clay explores new planets, new galaxies, new dimensions. He meets new beings from other worlds. New realms of art, science, and entertainment emerge and die. Emerge and die. He experiences new types of feelings, new ways of thinking, new ways of experiencing. Millions and millions more years go by. Clay's home, his mother, his sister, his dog, his childhood, his mortal self, the conditions of the world he was born in, have all long been forgotten, stored away like an old file on an old hard drive he forgot he ever had. Clay continues on for millions of years. He explores more worlds and more realms of life, on, until eventually, the stars begin to die, the galaxies begin to dissolve, and the universe begins to burn out. Clay accomplished what had been but a fantasy for all of human history before him, a supremacy
It's all about
over
the
one's
ride.
nature, an immortality. He traveled the cosmos, he made millions and millions of discoveries, learned everything there was to know, every law of physics, every rule of reality,
Oh my
all to end up
God.
here, about to die with everything else.
Have you ever
Oh,
noticed
no.
how some people
Oh,
just
no.
light up a
What's
room
up with
when
this,
they
man?
You
walk
gotta
in?
I
get
don't know
your
if I can
YouTube
stream
premium.
other people's ads. Okay.
Come on, man. This is illegal. They're gonna
We got
charge
some
you
free
What
twice.
was it all
advertising
for?
for
Clay
somebody.
wonders to himself. What was the point of beating his own death just to be subjected to the death of
Okay,
the
this is
universe?
really, really
How could a
deep.
species that transcended its
right?
own
very
biology
deep.
and the nature of life itself just die off with the universe, like all the little particles and amoebas that came before it? In the remaining moments of the smothering universe,
Oh, I'm
Clay
sorry.
decides to create one last thing. Now, having learned all the mechanics of nature and how the universe works,
Sorry about that.
Clay begins to construct the blueprint for a new one. Like creating the rules of a video game, he renders the code for a new universe. He makes it hard, but not impossible. Long, but not without end. He makes it so each level gets a little more complex, yet a little more interesting. A little more daunting, yet a little more rewarding. He makes it so the rules of the universe change a little over time, never too far so it makes no sense, but never too close that it makes complete sense. He hides the end game so far from the starting point, only in the final stage can it be seen and comprehended. He conceals the truth amidst the chaos, the logic amidst the disorder, the meaning amidst the lack thereof. Finally, he leaves the possibility for creating anew. Clay finishes. It's perfect, he says to himself. The universe begins to compress tighter and tighter. The dying energy dries out any remaining life. The last stars turn off. The last planets explode.
And this will
Everything
happen.
gives one last nod of farewell to this existence
That
as
we
it squeezes
think,
back
I guess.
into
We
nothingness.
really don't know.
As the energy tightens
Well,
into a
that's
final
true.
pinpoint,
I mean, I'm sure we
Clay's
can
new
come up with
universe
some really good
explodes. A bursting of color, matter, and energy
predictions,
floods
but
out, reversing
we
the
really
nothing
know so
into an
little of what's out
ever-expanding
there, so
everything.
I
Time
guess-
and space begin
Hypothetically,
again.
it's expanding.
Stars fill the sky.
Sure,
Celestial
yeah.
collisions occur. Planets form. Bacteria and amoebas flow around each other. Life emerges, and a trial and error of existence unfolds. A sequence of living and dying, trying and failing, evolving and adapting, thinking and talking, building and creating. Years and years and years would go by. The year is 1968. A 7-year-old boy named Clay has just finished building a contraption that remotely opens and closes a little outside door for his family's dog. He is
So it starts
constantly building
over.
toys and
It's a
mechanical
cycle,
contraptions
guys.
like this one, using spare bike parts, old TVs,
Wait, just
radios,
wait for it
and
to
any other
listen.
objects he can get his hands on. He'll probably do a lot in this life. As Clay finishes the dog's door, his sister asks him, "Didn't you already make that?" "Yeah, I just took it apart and made it again," replies Clay. "Why?" asks his sister. "I don't know. It was fun, and I wanted to see if I could make it better," replies Clay. "Well, is it better now?" asks his sister. Clay replies, "No, it was fine."
Oh, there's another ad coming.
Okay, well, that's done. We can.
Have you thought about learning data science?
That's it. See, it was like good.
That's like my third time watching it, and
I don't understand it. I have to watch it like over and
yeah,
over.
I mean, just
That was how do I describe that? It kept me on Earth for the first 3 minutes, and then
Yeah,
it, just
it
got
goes-
so
yeah,
exaggerated.
I
so
guess.
quick. But I love the spirit of it because it's like he's thinking about all this shit that nobody really thinks about. And-
Yeah.
And also, I know this is the first show, and I am gonna drop the F bomb. I don't know why I said the S. I'm gonna say shit. I'm gonna say,
Shit.
it's
See,
YouTube. This
nah.
this is
the
not-
S bomb,
this is not-
senor.
Señor. This is not cable network, guys. This is YouTube. You're allowed to,
Nope, they're gonna call you. You're canceled.
I mean, they want you to make kid-friendly content, but don't worry. You can say the F-bomb. They'll just pay you less ad revenue. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what to say about that video. I'm just like, it was edited very well. I love the animation.
What about the meaning of it, bro?
The meme,
The meaning.
the meaning.
Yeah.
What do you think the meaning of it is?
I don't know. I'm just asking you what
Do
you
you
thought.
think that the universe is a cycle and the Big Bang happened because a bunch of black holes, when they get so large, they suck everything back in? It's called like the, I don't know what it's called. Well, the universe is also going to ripple too. If you don't know, the universe is going to ripple. It's called a time ripple. You can look up time ripple, Neil deGrasse Tyson. He could probably explain it better
He's
than
your
me.
boy, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah.
Yeah. But the universe is like swirling, kind of like, you get a cone from McDonald's and it's a nice little swirl. That's exactly what our universe is.
That's
It's
it.
swirling, and it's as it's expanding and swirling, it's twisting on a very large scale, and at some point, we've seen this in physics, it's gonna snap. And when that happens, who the fuck knows? I don't know. I don't know why why.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
It's just the whole universe discussion is it's like you'll never get anywhere, but you love talking about it.
Yeah.
Cause, dude, we'll be 80, and you never know. We could be 80 though, and Neuralink is like keeping us alive. We could be in a hard drive someday.
I mean, I could definitely see something like that
I mean,
happening.
Every single person would tell me, yeah, well, that's in like, our great grandchildren's years. But if you really think about it, it's going to happen a lot sooner than you think.
You think?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And we got to teach parents about this. We got to teach parents about Neuralink. They think, well, let me just say there's an update video. There's an update press conference for Neuralink coming out in sometime this month. But if you don't know what Neuralink is at all, it is Elon Musk's, another one of his projects. So it's probably going to be amazing. And what? It's true. It's probably gonna be amazing. I mean, he's boring tunnels. That works. He's landing rockets. I think that works. Yeah, that works. What about Teslas? They go pretty fast.
I don't know. That's the car I want next for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you get a house, get some solar panels too.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that's what went to Chase today, and they had solar panels in there. I didn't know they had that. I don't know. I wonder if everything is like running through like solar in there.
Are they gonna name a town after Elon Musk one day?
Oh my god.
I mean, if you think about it, this man, like, he's getting us to another planet. We should name a town after him, and we have a whole state named after the first damn president, Washington.
Whoa.
We should have a Musk town.
Yeah.
Elon town. I don't know. Anyway, let's move over. We're losing all of our viewers by the second. But that's our first. It's our first. Give me a damn break. Give me a break. Yeah, we're a bit nervous. I'm a bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie. It's my first show and 4 people are watching. But no big deal. No big deal. Yeah. What else should we react to? We should react to something.
Well, I really wanted to talk about the video, but
Well, yeah, we can keep going.
yeah. What did you think
It's just
about
so
it?
hard to talk about. I don't know.
It was really deep, wasn't it?
It was. I kind of have to watch it again to understand.
Yeah, I mean, you can go in parts on it. Like, put it. Let's see.
Put it on again.
Yeah, put it on again.
Oh gosh.
The year
Okay,
is
let's just first
1968.
review it. Let's just
Now let's
give me a
dig
summary
deep.
of what you thought happened.
I think he was talking about this guy who could potentially exist. Because if it's 1968, he could be. He's alive right now. So this is the story of a man. Do you want me to review this like as a fan, or do you want me to review this as like what I think the director's interpretation of it is? Or should I do what my interpretation
Okay, let
is?
me just tell you what I think it was.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
you can just go from there, and you can tell me if you think similar to it or not.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. It's interesting because, like, I'm just starting to think here now.
It's okay, bro.
Okay, so you definitely get to see from the past, from the present, and from the future. Like it.
Right.
You as like the viewer, you can definitely see it. Like, okay, well, I can
It's easy
I
to
can
relate
picture
to.
1968. Like, it's not that far,
Right.
from today.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then we're in today, and then you're definitely gonna hit that timeline, and then after that, pass millions of years.
Correct.
I think that's mainly to like relate, but I think the meaning of it is just like about life. I don't know. Doesn't like
I think you're right about
he
the
restarts life, and then the question that he her sister asks him at the end is like, if he did it again, and he was like, it was fine. It wasn't perfect. When he was millions of years old, he like, I'm fucking
No, I got you.
yeah.
I got you.
When he was millions of years old, he like made the whole planet, made life again, I
reincarnated.
guess,
Yeah. Which
and like,
kind of. Do you want to finish your thought?
I don't know. I guess he said it was perfect when he rethought life itself. He made it hard but not impossible. Whatever he was saying, I don't know if you
Right.
remember. And then when the sister asked him, he said it was just fine after he redid the contraption.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess that's something. I guess it talks about life. It's like not like.
Yeah, it seems like an overall, just like a
Cycle.
story about maybe what could happen or maybe what is going on. I think it's a good theory for what could be happening right now.
For sure, like you can definitely see it happening.
Yeah, because I can
Matching technology to it.
Yeah, because that sounds like the way they were describing it in the beginning, where he just like, as a kid, takes these mechanical pieces apart and kind of makes some hodgepodge setup that is a really good idea.
Well, I guess he always had the creation in him. He always had to be able. He was always creative, and he always did like the contraptions from the beginning, like you were saying.
Very creative. So that was like
him being smart, I would say. And then you see tragedy happen in his family, in his life.
I'm trying to think of like what that symbolizes. So that just symbolizes, this is like the early seed, and then present day. It gets the viewer involved because, okay, this is what he is in your life right now. And then from there, I think that whoever made this video either was trying to inspire a future like this. Like, there's 3 things he could be doing. Trying to inspire a future like this. He thinks this happened, that this is a theory. Or 3, that this could happen and maybe we should watch out for this. Maybe we should, be careful with it because we don't know. Like, okay, we're aware that this is the future. Does that awareness change the future at all?
But it's not like it's doing anything bad, though. Like, at the end, it was just he recreated life, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just odd, I guess. That's what
it's
stood out to me.
I think it's a beautiful little, I think it's a good prediction because, I got to mention Elon, man. He believes in simulations and that we are most likely, the odds say we're in a simulation. Odds are like, I don't know, 1 in 7 billion that we're actually in base reality.
We're actually on Earth 1 right now.
So this is most likely.
Let's go to Earth 7. See where Supergirl's at. That's a thing, right? For comic books.
Earth 7. What is that?
I don't know. It's like the comic books, they play with that like idea too.
Earth
I don't
7.
know. Yeah.
Database fandom.
Okay, I guess.
This is interesting.
Yeah, they have different realities in different worlds. So it's like, it's I guess a way to like make different characters do different shit and still keep a continuity.
What does metahuman mean?
I don't know.
Metahuman.
That's like their mutants, I guess. That's like DC Comics
Human
mutants.
with superpowers. Oh.
Right. Yeah, that's like the mutants, the
So
equivalent of them from
this again?
like DC Comics. Well, you were saying the different realities, like different simulations. You were saying.
I think this is like an endless loop, and we've already lived this life or a similar life a bunch of times already, and when everything comes down and compresses into a black hole, basically, that restarts everything. But is it that's restarting everything, or is it him being in a simulation, creating the simulation, which eventually
think about this too.
Replayed his own story.
So they say that every decision you make,
yeah,
or every decision you could have made, is a different reality. Like, instead of you drinking coffee today, this morning, going to Starbucks or whatever, you stayed home. But in another universe, you actually went to Starbucks and you actually had that reality happen. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay,
so one reality you created like a separate sub-reality.
Right.
Now someone else is.
Well, there's a theory that says that like
right.
that reality is like a different simulation or a different planet or something like that. That's kind of what you stayed home. The comics here play with that, I guess. I don't know.
That's interesting. Like a reality.
It's definitely far-fetched. I don't know. Maybe.
It's interesting to think though that like
this
whole series is basically.
Well, that has nothing to do with the video though.
No, I know, but if this like theory was true, basically, this is only one out of millions and billions and infinite amounts of realities, which is crazy. It's just it's nuts, man.
Okay. Do you have this on?
I vow not to ever do weed inside this house. I promise. I'm gonna be a good show host. Does not millions. Unless you're Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan obviously can smoke weed on.
Elon Musk can smoke weed in this podcast, bro.
Right, and have the stock price still shoot to 1,500.
Exactly.
They're allowed to do that, but
you can't. You're not allowed to do this.
No, I live with my parents still in my parents' basement. Yes.
Oh really?
Just in the corner in the basement.
Oh
live
really?
Streaming.
No way.
Yeah. So, are you proud of me, Mom?
Is she watching right now?
No,
Who's watching? Do you know?
they're upstairs just watching.
Oh, she's watching
Yeah.
movies.
This is fun, man. I mean, I don't care if like nobody watches.
Huh?
We could do 1,000 episodes and have nobody watch,
And
then,
just-
then start getting viewers. I'll still be fine. Like, this is fun. I enjoy this.
Is this muted?
Huh?
Is this muted?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have us up on the screen.
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention. It's gonna take a while to get used to
Here, mute it for a second.
being screens. So yeah, we're gonna go to a short little break here.
Yeah, I need to
It is
go to
5
the restroom.
minutes till midnight.
Oh, wow,
This
dude.
is the Brandon Michael Show.
How long was this? Bro, I was so nervous. You were taking like.
Huh?
Are we live right now?
Hold on.
Are we live?
Hold on.
We should have like.
This is definitely beta testing. I'm sorry about the bad hosting.
I think we should have like.
Excuse me?
Go for that. Some salmon, I guess.
I'm sorry?
Some salmon and some pasta.
See, these are the kind
Alfredo.
of requests that we get on the show. This is what causes delays.
Yeah, that would be a good call right now.
I don't know. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I think I am
We are
so
going to
sorry.
talk about politics now.
I am so sorry. The music was blasting in their face. I apologize, guys. We need headphones. One thing for this podcast to note for the future:
Is
get headphones.
Well, we have headphones right now. Why don't we just
Bro,
use
look
them?
What? That's so weird. My phone's not flashing, but in the screen it is.
It's the waves, man. It's the 5G waves.
Watch my face.
Careful, you're gonna get the
Look
corona.
at that. It's like scanning my face.
Man, those are the 5G waves. Stop.
What's up
Get
with
away
that,
from there.
Apple?
Get away, man.
What's up with this, Apple?
You're going to get corona, man.
What?
The 5G waves are hitting you. You can't
What?
allow that to
Oh,
happen.
you can see it. You can see it. Look, it's flashing the screen.
Oh.
Wow, Apple's got some shady stuff going on, guys.
I'm sure that has something to do with the waves. I don't know if
Dude,
that's
a
like.
camera flash.
Yeah.
Shout out to my girlfriend, Alyssa, cause oh my gosh, I mispronounced her name on live. I am a terrible boyfriend.
What's her name?
Alyssa Kaczynski.
Kaczynski?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, she's gonna hate me for that one if she hears that.
Oh, who knows? Is she watching live right now?
I don't know, Alyssa. Are you watching live? If you're watching live, call me. Call me.
Call in.
Call me if you're watching live. Anybody who knows me, if you're watching, call me live. I can get you on.
What if we
We'll
get
just
Daniel?
hold you up here. Let's call friends. Why not? Let's call Daniel. He's probably sleeping. It's midnight.
Dude, no, he's not sleeping right now.
No, you don't think so?
No. Daniel is our friend who is a politician.
All right. Gotta be careful not to show his phone number.
Yeah,
Never
man.
know who might
Right.
hold this podcast one day.
I guess this is now a prank call show. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna mute my microphone because if he doesn't want to be on the air, I don't want to have him on the air. So I'm gonna mute it till he gives me permission.
We have to get permission. If not, we're gonna get.
Yes. Yes, we will. Dang. Well,
Okay, well, you had a video we could review, right?
the Dave Portnoy interview.
I
Has anyone
guess.
seen this?
I don't know, man.
Like, have you seen this?
I have not. I don't really. I'm
It's
not
an
a big of
interesting
a.
interview because it's one where Donald Trump actually seems like a normal person.
Oh, really?
Now, I'm not one to, talk about politics and lean one way or the other. But Donald Trump usually seems one way, seems like an asshole. Seems
Bro,
like
he's
a lot
kind
of
of
things.
dumb.
A lot of people say he's racist. You know, I'm not even going to comment. All I can say is that he was a lot different in this interview, and that's why I want to look at it.
Let's see if we
because
have a different take on somebody
it's-
that's hated.
It's a much more relaxed interview, I must say.
All right, no
so-
hate.
Let's watch it.
All right, you got to text 88022. Wow, I never thought we were going to get so far to the right in one episode. Episode 1, we're not going to talk about politics. Let me just show you a
Yeah,
face
let me
of
just show
Donald
you
Trump.
Let me just show you the interview.
Whoa, bro.
Do you think people are going to be upset at this?
I mean, I don't know, bro. Maybe
Should we
this
good
will
to
get
go?
you some views.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, we're
Your son's a
having
big fan of
Whoa, we are
technical.
at
He's a big
technical
fan of you.
difficulties.
Yeah.
I've tried to get, even before this started, I was trying to get a retweet out of him for about 6 months.
we'll do that.
He kept, well, you got me on one, but he'd DM me, I'd be like,
Alright, so
get
this
the old
is
man to get a
Donald Trump's
retweet.
interview.
The none
Oh,
of
look,
you.
we're talking about social media.
Yeah, so are you.
You're addicted to your phone.
So
Get off
I
of it.
consider myself, believe it or not, apolitical. I don't consider myself wildly Republican, Democrat, kind of down in the middle. In fact, this is my first
Right.
interview I've ever done. So I
You
started
last
at the
weekend.
top.
You started very well.
This is
And I was
first
going
interview.
to
That's
give you the heads up.
pretty
I don't know if you
impressive.
remember this. You once
Well,
First
I mean, if
interview
you're a good
was
talker, I
against
guess
the
it doesn't really matter.
That's true.
That was a fake interview in the whole thing. I don't know if you remember that.
That
I
just
thought
shows
Then
you
again,
that
we're
you-
not interviewers, so we don't
And then
really
when
know
you-
what the
Were
rules
you
are.
involved with that show?
It just
No,
shows
not
how
at all. I
different
just
of a
watched it on
president
But
TV.
you're
is,
right.
too.
I
I
guess.
was the only
Maybe there
one
are
who
no
was
rules when you're
like,
interviewing
I
people
said,
nowadays.
This guy's a total fraud,
Maybe.
and I left.
And everyone
2020.
else sits there for 6 hours. I know.
Huge.
I
You're
almost
the
gave
only
him
one
that
that's
one.
ever given me
Huge.
credit.
That was a very sharp move because
Well,
he's
thanks.
Huge.
pretty good at
Huge.
that. He gets everybody.
I like this interview. No matter what he does, I like this interview now, Mario.
Probably
Oh,
because he
now
said
enough
his face.
enough ass kissing.
What's
All
going
right,
on
let's
with
get
this
the
guy?
bullshit out of the
I
way.
like this guy. Now Dave Portnoy's like,
Yeah.
And he
And
said-
nobody
Let
else
me
did
suck
it.
you up more.
Nobody else smelled
And
it
he
out.
said he was from British Broadcasting Corporation. They called up with everything beautiful, the voice. This is British
Beautiful.
Broadcast. And then
I'm
this
gonna
guy
give him
shows
a
up.
chance,
I said,
though.
this
You're
is
gonna
a-
give him a chance
give
within a
Dave a
very
chance.
to make a
short
wall.
he
immediately.
doesn't seem like he's been
And
biased so
thank you
far,
very
so we'll
much.
be
You
fair.
did
We'll
On
be,
it.
we'll be
I
pretty
never give
objective
credit
about
for
this.
anything.
I'm pretty good. That's
He
what
did
I'm
a good
saying.
job. He started kissing
And
ass, and now
here's
he's
part of it,
getting
which-
the love, you know.
and I hate politics. My dad loves politics. The thing that drives me nuts is I feel like
He's got no
for us,
filter.
which is good.
Right.
They're like, "Hey, Dave, you're a snowflake. Hey, Dave."
How
you're
do you
a
know
conservative,
that?
like, crazy
What's no
person."
filter?
In almost
Explain.
on each side, you can predict what somebody's going to say.
I've
which
watched
drives
like
me nuts.
him
It's like
just
you
like
put it in a
behind the
box.
scenes doing his
So
business.
one of the things that I've been thinking
Man,
about,
you
and
just
for
see him
all the
talk
people
like
like me,
he's
which
so
is, I
open
think a
with
good
all
amount
of his
of the country still
employees,
like,
like
which way am I
he's
gonna
another-
vote?
That guy.
Yeah,
One
he's
of the
a really
things
cool guy.
that I
He
have
likes
to
to pretend
question
to be a
That's
big
not
shot,
true.
but he's really
And
not.
Again,
Yeah.
I think it matters. I'm
I mean, he
very
is a
curious
big
on the
shot, I
answer.
would
So
say, but he
when
doesn't
the
act
Kaepernick
like
thing
one.
started,
Well, I
was
mean,
critical.
$100 million,
And as it's
and
continued,
you're
baseball
probably a big
players
shot.
now,
I
heard
mean,
you say,
Yeah.
if they kneel, you'll turn the game off.
Yeah.
He's
And we
like a
get the
sports
Black Lives
personality.
Matter protests.
Yeah, right.
So for me, it's
Talking
like,
about protests in the NFL.
how does somebody who's dissatisfied?
He protested
in
for the
your
NFL?
In your world, what's the way for them to show it? Because we don't want them.
They're talking about the NFL protests here, so it's
oh
actually good
wow,
that we
that's a
pause-
very long interview.
It's good that we pause and show. Yeah, we're not gonna watch this whole thing. We might get 10 minutes in, but Colin Kaepernick, I believe that's how you say it. Colin Kaepernick. The kneeling is still going on. I can't believe you've heard about
Yeah,
this
I've heard
situation.
about it.
Yeah.
I just I'm probably pretty ignorant to it, but why does it really matter if someone is kneeling to or not kneeling? You know.
Well, I guess let me let him finish this because he's hammering down the point of what they're talking
I'm
about.
very
What's the
curious on
questions
the answer.
about?
So when the Kaepernick thing
Sorry,
started,
Rob,
I was
I'm like
critical
2
of it. And as it's continued, baseball players now, I heard you say, if they kneel, you'll turn the game off.
Yeah.
And we got the Black Lives Matter protests. So for me, it's like, how does somebody who's dissatisfied, in your world, what's the way for them to show it? Because we don't want them looting and doing all the stuff they're doing.
So what he's saying is that Donald Trump is upset with Colin Kaepernick and these athletes.
The games
who are
and right.
So his question is, well, then, if you're upset that they're protesting in that fashion, what is the correct fashion that you want them
To protest.
to protest?
Okay.
The way they want, and so here's his
Is this
response.
just propaganda?
To me, that's like a silent protest that is far
Could be.
better than going on the streets and create crime. So I'm curious, what would you do if you had an issue with the country or something to show your displeasure?
Well, I mean, you can always say you run for office, right? You become successful. You can run for a lower office. You can do things. But there are ways you get groups together, and they can be very friendly ways of doing it, very successful. I mean, you're going to have rebounds, negative rebounds, if it keeps up the way it is. Like, as an example, Portland, this is crazy. 51 days, we sent in very powerful, not military,
he
but
dodged the
very
question.
strong people. The
Should we go
police are
back there
good,
and
but
see? Don't you? I think he just dodged a question.
With the country or something
Okay.
to show your displeasure?
Question
lower office, you can do
summary of
things, but-
of his question was what? To
Was asking like, what's the way for these dissatisfied people to show their dissatisfaction? I guess.
so basically the right way to protest. If you don't like
Yeah,
the
the-
way they're protesting right now,
right.
how should they protest in your eyes? This is a country where you should protest as part of, Second Amendment.
It's easy to get lost in this
Or
man's
wait,
answers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
No, go ahead.
It's easy to get lost when like Donald Trump answers a question because he then goes he'll like say
Takes
yes
it to a
and
different
then
thing.
he'll
Yeah,
go to a
right.
different thing, but then he will come back sometimes.
It's
so
not
it's like,
clear and definite.
Yeah, sometimes
Right.
he's being genuine. Sometimes he's just straight up lying.
But then again, do you think that's how politicians are in general?
I mean, people blame Trump for lying, but like, I mean, you can't be president of the United States and not lie. Name me one president that has never lied.
I know, but they didn't.
But there is some
do it
dramatic
so
lies.
openly. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, there is some.
There's
where
always that like stigma that you
They don't
know,
handle it
but
well.
you don't know.
I don't think we should criticize them for lying. We should criticize them for how they are going about the process
Okay.
of doing so.
I think there's something that you should definitely see, though. He is definitely not competent enough to be in a position that he is. Although he is, but
Right.
I just think that like he doesn't
I
carry
agree.
himself the way that he should for having such a position that has a lot of influence all over the world.
I agree. Let's
That's
continue.
but yeah.
You can always say you run for office, right? You become successful. You can run for a lower office. You can do things. But there are ways you get groups together, and they can be very friendly ways of doing it, very successful.
I mean,
you're going to have rebounds,
You were like,
negative
yeah,
rebounds.
okay,
if
I agree.
it keeps up the way it is. Like, as an example, Portland,
It's okay.
this is crazy. 51 days, we sent in very powerful, not military, but very strong people. The police are good, but they were told not to do anything.
Face
by
of
the
just
radical
picture of
left
us and then
mayor.
Trump.
Picture of
You
us
have
and
to
dead.
Trump.
You have to say speak your mind is good.
That'd be a
I think
good
speaking
thumbnail.
your mind is
Yes.
good, but you have
No.
to do it fairly.
I don't know.
We'll
We
do
are
that. Maybe
All the
next
above.
Show?
Huh?
Next show? Next show? All the above?
Gotta be law and
Let's
order.
go.
There
One
is law
for
and order.
one with, one
I put
without,
something
one.
Let's
out
do
when
it.
They were starting to rip down statues. I went out. I found an old
Yeah, the whole statue
law,
ripping
an
down
old
is
bill.
crazy.
You couldn't get it passed today. You get
Yeah, I
10
don't agree
years in
with that
jail, 10 years and no
necessarily.
games, and we have a lot of people
Breaking
in jail
down
right now.
structures and
You
stuff
rip
like
down a
that. I
statue,
mean,
a federal statue, because the states
you're
have to
killing
take it
history, I
over,
guess, and it's
unfortunately,
still
'cause they-
history. You know,
Oh,
you
and
can't
the-
really do that.
What he's talking about now is like the people have to. People are blaming Donald Trump because he's sending the military into the streets and these cities with Democratic mayors and shit. They are labeling that. They're labeling the government protection of government property, which is legal, and they're labeling that as secret agent FBI informants coming into town. And the Democratic lawyers are like, we don't want them in our city. They're not allowed to come in here. We don't want them shady people come. And so this is just a clear misrepresentation, and Trump is clearing that up right now, which left or right, I don't care what side you are, that is a blatant lie that they're not allowed to send out these, protest troops. People that just control because they go out of control. Like, you got to protect your country, man. What do you expect them to do? But anyway,
Okay, do you have a Angry Richard?
I don't. I just ran out.
Wow, that is a very sad situation.
I
you
do have a strongbow.
Okay, that'll do.
That'll do.
Yes, where's it
All
at?
right.
I will be right back.
I can go
I'm
get it.
pretty sure it's over there,
It's
right?
upstairs.
Okay, go ahead.
So you entertain for a second. Alejandro's going to
Alright.
take over the show. I'll be right
I
back.
don't think I can do. I don't know. We're gonna talk about the Teletubbies.
watch the
No,
video,
I'm just
goddamn
kidding.
Just let the video play.
It's a reaction.
Sorry if Donald Trump is mean.
But you ripped down
Talking
a
to our
federal
friends
statue,
online.
get
How you
10
guys
years
doing?
in jail,
Nah.
10 years, no, 3 months. And nothing's happened since then. It was amazing. I signed it. I had a news conference. I said, if you do it, and we were supposed to have thousands of people march on Washington that day. Nobody showed up.
How do we
Okay,
close the
so
divide? Like at my age, it's like it just seems half the country hates the other half, and no matter what you say, you can't get along. So, and you're the lightning rod. There's no doubt about that. In my mind, do you agree with that? That you're like a lightning rod?
Sometimes for a purpose. I mean, you know,
okay, so I
How
guess
do
there's
we
only
bring it
one
together?
person
So
watching
the two
here
sides
right now.
that are heads.
Okay.
Because
can be
there's
like, you're my
one
guy.
and
I think it
two,
was
and then
and then we
it
got
says
hit by the
here
China
there's 3
virus.
people
Okay.
watching.
I think it was
So
happening. Success.
whoever you are,
Our country
welcome
never did
to
better.
the podcast.
The best employment numbers in the history of our country. Best
it's gonna be a
unemployment
trip for
numbers.
sure.
African American, Asian American, Hispanic American, everybody. Best unemployment numbers in history. Best stock market we've ever had. Although I must tell you, as you know probably very well, the stock market's almost at the same level right now, which is a great
I
tribute.
wasn't watching it today. That's why I went down today. I've been
Okay.
killing the stock
But
market.
the stock market has been
Yep, great.
absolutely great.
Since
And
March.
a lot of things are happening. Great housing numbers the other day, great everything. We're doing really well. We're trying to get rid of the rest of this pandemic. But success does it, and we were ready to do it. Because if you look at when you say Hispanic or when you say African American, Asian American, they were all working. Everybody was making a lot of money. Everybody was doing good, and it was coming together. And then China sent us this horrible, bad present, a real bad present. They could have stopped it. They should have stopped it. And we made a deal. We made a trade deal with China.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a great deal, but it means much less to me now than it did then, because I'm not happy with what they've done to the world. They stopped it going into China from Wuhan, but they didn't stop it going into Europe, the United States, and the rest of the world. So, but we were ready to do it, and the word is success, and I think we're going to have that. I think we're going to have a great next year. We're going to have, I mean, you'll be able to see the results before the election, which is interesting, because at the very beginning
Checking
of
that's
November,
okay.
the election's November 3rd.
Wow,
At the
it's
beginning
illegal,
of
bro.
November,
Can't.
the numbers
You're
are
not
gonna come
allowed.
out
How's the
for
interview?
The third quarter.
It's
I
pretty
predict those numbers are going to be
intense.
really
Talking about
great,
China.
despite the fact
and
the
Corona.
Democrats want to keep their areas closed because they want the numbers to be
Right, they
bad. I mean, can you
politicized it.
imagine?
Yes.
That's, you know, I know how you feel about that.
Yep.
And part of the reason, I think a big part of the reason they do it is for politics.
Do you think it's racist to call it the Wuhan virus or the Chinese virus? Is that racist? I honestly don't know.
Everything is racist, man. You are born with white privilege.
What about Obama's kids? I mean, they're black. You don't think they're
But they're
privileged, though?
privileged, I guess. I mean,
don't
they
think
have a lot of
privilege-
money, you know.
I don't think privilege has to be based on color. I don't.
I think privilege is based on means. I mean, you know, wealth.
Yeah.
I guess you could call it that way. How much access you have to things.
It's just so hard to like, you know, label. Everyone just labels it so quickly without, you know, thinking about in depth. Thinking in depth. Everyone is so reactionary.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I'm the only one out here who's like, well, let me think about it for a few days and then I'll give you a strong opinion. Or
So,
sometimes I just let it out of
Have
the
you thought
can.
about it for 2 days?
What?
What we're talking about.
I mean, you're right. Well, no, I've thought about it previously. And
Yeah.
now that you're asking me, I've already thought about it, so I know what to say.
All
But,
right.
like, the first time, you know, first time throwing out your opinion, people just tend to, like, throw them out. They don't really... It's like knee-jerk reaction. They just let it happen.
I guess a lot of people get swayed by people, you know,
Yeah.
in
Which
their
is-
lives.
Which is natural. You know, I don't blame people for
Well,
it.
that's a society, I guess, you know. Like,
Yeah. It's just what happens.
right.
We all react to our environment. You know?
But then in reality, is it our environment? Because, you know, I mean, you should really think about it, like, more locally if you're going to be doing some sort of government, you know, instead of just throwing hate out there. If you're going to do something like that, I guess you really can't do much, you know, if you think about it. You as an individual here,
No.
you can't do anything about what's going on.
But
you
I
know?
could make a difference locally. I think that's
Right.
what people need to do more of. Like, get into politics. Don't be afraid of it. Because if you get in at the local level, it's
So
like
what do you
anything.
think politics is?
It's a way for the biggest corporations in America to have a bidding war to see which legislator they can get into office, so that way they can write the best rules for their business. That's honestly what I think it was for many years. I think the mob did control it for many, many years, especially through the 30s through the 80s.
With the
mob controlled the government big time with all the families in New York.
the
and
unions
Chicago.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, the unions. They own the unions. If you own that, you basically control the country.
Where is Jimmy Hoffa?
I need to watch that movie again.
That
I
is a
watched
very
it.
good movie.
It's a movie that you kind of
He's
have to
actually in
watch.
Detroit. We are in Detroit metro area,
That's
man.
right.
Let's go find his body. We should go in
That's
an
right.
expedition to find his body.
Did they fly over from Cleveland? Is that what it was? Cleveland, and then they came over to
I'm not entirely sure, but I knew they flew from somewhere.
I think it was Cleveland because it was right across the lake. What a good movie. What was that movie called?
It's fuck. I can't remember. The new Martin Scorsese movie, I guess.
You know that Jimmy Hoffa getting shot or whatever. How did he die? Did he get shot?
I guess we really don't know. We can just assume. But okay, so in the movie, before they killed him, who was in the car was his son, and then somebody else. I
Right.
guess they got the evidence from them, or you know, they got to talk to them. But
Yeah.
I really haven't brushed up on it, so I'm not entirely sure.
Me neither. I need to watch the movie again. I gotta put that down on the
it's
list.
still pretty interesting.
There's some parts of that were fabricated. That's what Michael Franzese said.
Yeah.
He said, like, one part where somebody died was complete, like Joey Gallo. Remember, he was in the restaurant, and they
Uh-huh.
went and shot Joey Gallo at the restaurant, like a
In New
quick
York, I guess. Yeah.
walkthrough. Like, he went
Yeah.
in, shot, went out.
Yeah.
Remember
I don't
that
know when
scene?
that happened. I do remember that one. But
was
they
fabricated.
took him. But they took him somewhere. Well, okay, yeah, that's right. it's
That's
fabricated. It was just movie shit.
According to Michael Franzese, he said that was just fabricated, but most of the movie is accurate. But I just found that interesting. I think that's what.
Bro,
his
that's
name
a
is.
lot. It's pretty interesting stuff.
I want to give this guy like proper credit, you know.
Yeah.
Michael Franzese. I think that's how.
Yeah, Michael Francis. Oh, look, he did a podcast with Mike Tyson.
Yeah, he said he just did that.
Yeah.
He's killed people.
Yeah, he skilled people.
This motherfucker has killed people.
Oh,
I
you
don't
know who else has killed people? Mike Tyson. Just kidding. I don't think Mike Tyson has killed anybody. Mike Tyson is a
Yeah,
badass, though.
Didn't he bite someone's ear off?
Yeah, that's okay though. You get to be crazy a little bit in your life,
I
don't you?
guess. The guy that he bit his ear off. That guy, he was on the JRE podcast.
Who? What's it? Evander
Who?
Holyfield?
Was it Vander?
Yeah, Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield with an E.
Oh, Evander Holyfield.
Yeah, yup. He doesn't have an ear thanks to Mike Tyson, bruh.
That's crazy. Imagine
I
getting your
know.
ear bit off.
They did actually like a skit, I guess, on YouTube, and
That's crazy.
Mike Tyson just knocks on the door, and then he's like, "Hi, Evander. Let me give you your ear back, I guess," or something like that. It's fucking
Your what back?
Evander.
Whoops.
Yeah, he like gives him his ear back on the video.
Oh my
It's just
god.
it's a comedy, I guess, like a comedy skit on YouTube.
That's crazy.
It's yeah. It is.
Huh. Vander Holyfield. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this whole like talking into a microphone, having the lights point at me, the camera. It is a bit
Lights.
intimidating, isn't
Camera. Action.
it? Is it a bit intimidating to you?
I don't know, man. I don't. Probably a little bit. I don't.
All right, 4 of you people that are watching, this is the last reaction video of the night.
Technically speaking, it's just. Wait, are you watching it from here? Are you watching us from here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna end at 12:30, which is in 4 minutes. So we're gonna watch this, wrap it up. We can be a
Okay.
little late.
All
Doesn't
right.
matter.
Daily dose of internet. These are
This
tumbleweeds,
guy's really good.
and they are extremely efficient at moving in the wind. Sometimes they cluster together, and they have the ability to take over entire towns.
Oh my god.
A few days
Oh
ago,
my
a city in
God.
California
That's
was
crazy.
completely taken over
Here,
by
lower it a little bit.
tumbleweed migration.
That's wild. Imagine
What?
just coming home to that.
That's pretty cool.
Dude, that's gotta suck. Is this Arizona? Oh no,
cleanup.
this is California. Bruh.
Where's your gun?
Imagine moving to Arizona and this shit
The Wild
happens.
West.
This is the largest
Nah.
no-kill dog shelter in
Drone
the world,
shot.
located in Costa Rica. There's over 600
Oh, poor
dogs
dog.
here that visitors and volunteers can play with.
Dude, how does this guy find these videos? Every single day.
No, you have to go and do it.
Bro, this is amazing. This is dog heaven. This is so fun. Oh, look at all the black shepherds. Or the black, oh my god, the black labs.
This is Malibu, California, where
Black
the weather
shepherds.
is always perfect.
Dude, California.
Dude, I want that. Oh, look at that fog glass.
What? That's California?
Dude. Wait, where? This is... Really?
Malibu.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's like epic.
I didn't know you could get that high in
Yeah,
California.
that's insane. Insane.
Oh, wow.
Redonkulous.
This is a beautiful view.
Dude, it's like a view to die for.
That's some heavy-duty property value right there. That dude's paying taxes.
Who cares, bro?
He is paying some big
You
taxes.
wake up every morning and you see something like that, it's like, dude, you know?
You know?
You know?
Hold up.
Watch her fall. What?
Sometimes turtle shells break when they're laid, but if they're lucky and placed in perfect conditions, the turtle can still grow and survive.
Do you want to go till 1?
Up to you. I'm down.
So do you want to go to break now and then just go to 1?
Yeah.
All right, folks. You 4 amazing... Oh, 3 amazing people. We're going to break. We'll be back for the last 30 minutes.
We'll be back.
And we're back, guys. We're back, guys and girls.
Guys and
Ladies
gals.
and gentlemen. Oh my gosh.
Off the evening watching us at 1 in the morning almost.
This is cringe, YouTube.
It is Tuesday now. Can
Anybody
you
got
believe?
insomnia? Insomnia? Question mark.
Do you have insomnia?
Insomnia.
Insomnia?
Insomnia.
It's like a combination of anxiety and insomnia.
I think I do.
Yeah.
So we're gonna let's check this thing out. Look at this.
Wow.
You remember this?
Good old times.
Almost 2 years ago, September 12th.
No way.
And look,
Dude, I used to be
let's take a trip.
really scared.
First of all, we've changed a lot.
Wow.
You've grown your hair out a lot. I've grown out my
Dude, that
beard a
was
lot.
so cool, man.
Look at us, man.
Yeah.
Wow, this is. Oh, this Michael.
Oh, bro, that's so.
This music. We did it on 9/11. We actually did this on 9/11.
Yeah, bring a Sprite.
Coke, I mean Pepsi.
Media. First of all, you said your inspirations. Let's talk about that. Why do you think it affects you?
I think I just get inspired by like success of other people.
Really?
Yeah, like I see Elon Musk, like
So
he's accomplished
basic.
so much. Like Elon Musk, if you don't know, is a guy who is
Wow.
I
Back in
was-
the day.
I
Elon
was
Musk is like a
rookie.
dude that I just inspires me. Him, J.J. Abrams,
No, not
Christopher
anymore.
Nolan. So that's
No.
two directors and,
What?
like,
Not anymore.
J.J.
those guys
Abrams?
accomplished so much.
Christopher
It's like,
Nolan?
I wanna be one of those people.
Christopher Nolan's a badass.
J.J.
bro.
Abrams kind of ran into it with that last Star Wars movie. Him and Disney. He got in a lot of disagreements. Did you hear about that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, Disney wanted to have the story a certain way that wasn't good for the story, and they made JJ do it. That's why the movie was so bad.
Oh, is
So-
that what he's saying? Is that what?
If you
Is it a
criticize
lie?
the last Star Wars movie, it really wasn't how JJ wanted it to be, so don't blame him. I
Well,
love
dude,
the guy, and
they just suck. The new Star Wars movies,
it does.
they just suck.
It's because
period.
Disney, man, they're just so corporate.
But then people said that the other ones, the prequels, suck too. So it's just like, are we in a limbo of Star Wars movies just sucking for the rest of our life?
See, I don't think the last. We can explain it. Like the first three, obviously original. Nobody can really blame those.
What do you think about
The
those?
next-
Because we grew up with that.
Yeah.
We grew up with the first three.
Are you talking about the first three that came out like 2000,
Yeah.
2003?
Like episode 1, 2,
Okay.
and 3.
Those three, the first three, not the original. Those were bad graphics, but decent story, and the
Yeah.
acting was, like Obi-Wan. What's the guy who played Obi-Wan?
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor, great
he
in
did
that
a good
position.
job. Yes.
But I don't know, Ian Christensen
I mean, I don't know.
and what's that one girl's name?
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman.
Dude, she's my babe. She's
I don't know. The acting was not good, but the story was good.
scary.
Because that was still George Lucas too.
Yeah, but then people criticize those movies a lot for sucking. But then again, dude, I saw those and I love the lightsabers. I love all the Jedis and shit. Like, that's
Yeah,
my.
They're pretty awesome.
But then again, the first real movies, though, 4, 5, and 6, pretty badass. Episode 5 is like The Empire Strikes Back. Whoa.
Empire Strikes Back is probably the best.
Badass. Yes.
That's the best movie in my opinion.
Yeah, out of the Star Wars movies, for sure.
Oh, 100%.
But see, now Star Wars is ruined thanks to Disney.
Yeah, because Lucas then sold it after those first 6. And then corporate America took it, Disneyland. You don't think Disney's corporate? Oh, they're hella corporate. They own everything.
They
have
are
lots of
the
control.
corporate.
Who knows how
of
many politicians
corporate.
they have control over?
I don't know.
George Bush's brother, Jeb Bush.
Yeah, he owns Disney.
He was the governor of Florida.
Yeah.
He's probably bought by Disney.
Wow.
Conspiracy.
Dude, he was so. I saw the debates with Donald Trump back in the
2016?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? He looks like such a what? Like, he looks like a wimp.
He's an, sorry.
Beta male. He looks submissive
You think so?
to the Donald. No, I'm just kidding.
What do you mean by submissive?
I don't know. He just, if you look at some of the primary debates that they had,
Yeah.
this guy, I mean, you would just think. But then again, he is the oldest. He is the youngest brother. Those tend to be the more sensitive kind.
Wait, youngest brother? What are you talking about?
Isn't he?
Oh, Jeb Bush?
Yeah.
Doesn't he seem so sensitive?
Yeah, man.
He seems like very passive.
Are you the youngest one in your family?
Yes, I am. I am
Are you the
youngest
most
in my
sensitive
family.
one?
Huh?
Are you the most sensitive one, you'd think?
The what?
Most sensitive one.
No.
No?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Probably.
I think I probably come close in my family.
I think I should just give no answer to that in case they, my sisters.
Yeah. They're gonna go like,
They might
no.
assume I'm talking about them, and they're gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" So, but
yes.
I mean, I'm definitely a little bit sensitive. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, everyone is in reality. I think that most of people's reactions are just so immature, and they are actually like the people that yell at you and stuff.
Yeah.
Although I do that, so who am I to speak? But it is something that I try to get better at,
No, you're right. Let me just make this full screen.
Oh, look at us.
Look
Hi.
at us here. Hello.
How you doing, Bolivar?
It's just us only.
It's us. Okay, I've been trying to make sure.
I'm currently messing things up.
How many people are watching? 8? 9? Let's make a true live experience.
Let's get rid of that. We are beta testing live, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I am just figuring things out on the fly. There we go. There we go. Alejandro's experimenting with his lighter. Please do not drop that in my house. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
What if we burn your beard hair?
Hey, man, OSHA. We got to follow the OSHA standards.
Oh, that's right, bro. I was actually certified with OSHA. I had an OSHA card and everything.
There we go. Yes, just follow the rules, man. Can't go wrong.
You cannot
go wrong.
Cannot go wrong. You shall not pass.
Unless you're Steve Jobs.
No,
What?
you are not. What?
What?
What? Steve Jobs, dude, you don't even have a Mac computer. What the fuck are you? Oh, yeah, you do. Never mind. But your computer, your central hub is a Windows, man. Come on. What's up with that? Is it like Android and Microsoft with phones?
Windows is good, and this is a debate that will never end, but Windows is good for, overclocking and stuff. Turning the computer settings up higher than they should go. To, if you're gaming or if you're maybe editing, I've done it a few times. Can't do that on Mac. They don't give you that option.
Mac is,
Can't really go into the,
is it cut from the same cloth? They're like cookie cutter.
Mm-hmm.
But at least it works and it has that,
Apple's philosophy is a little bit different. They're more like, we're trying to make it look good, and we'll sacrifice as much of the performance as long as we can get it to look good. Whereas they don't care about the look. They're just trying to get the best possible
It's illegal.
products. Yes.
It's illegal.
Do you want to talk about boxing?
Yes, dude. Did you watch the
Oh, we were reacting to our video, and we didn't
even get it started, man?
No,
what is
I just clicked right away from it. Now I'm clicking on the wrong stuff.
Now we have 6 viewers.
Now we have ourselves. Oh, whoops. Oh, shoot. We're still playing. Malfunction. Failure. Sorry, guys. Do you think 2 years ago we would thought we'd end up in this spot again?
Huh? Maybe.
Alejandro's taking selfies live on
I feel like I'm addicted
on the
to
live.
the notifications that I get on my
Oh
phone.
yeah, look at that. You taking selfies, dog.
I heard you were saying that on your
We're actually live on Snapchat.
and it's just trying to
We
get
are
off of it,
live.
it's really hard. I've been lately trying to just get off my phone and just concentrate on what I'm doing, just do my.
So we're going off the cuffs here because I don't really care. Just the first show test. I'm gonna go make a little Snapchat story, Snapchat memory for you guys to remember. Oh yeah, here we go. So I'm recording this live during the first show ever. Yes, the first show was very late, very late. We're talking. What time did we start?
Huh?
11:30.
11:30. It's almost
pretty
12:30, but hey, it's been a good
Pretty
show.
late,
Talking about some good stuff.
Yeah, this is the Insomnia podcast. No, but it's called the Brandon Michael Show, and the whole point of this show is basically talk about whatever. This isn't me trying to go viral, try to be someone else. I'm just gonna be me, be the idiot that I can be. I'm smart dumb. Okay, it's a thing. It's a thing. If it's not,
You're
a thing, we're gonna make
retarded.
it a thing.
No, I'm just kidding. I love you, buddy.
Are you kidding me, man? Are you
so
kidding
sorry.
me? It's okay, but I didn't say that word, so get mad at him. I don't.
I'm
say
getting
that word.
canceled. Fuck.
But yeah, this show is just about talking. We'll see what it.
11:30. It's almost 12:30, but
We will see what it turns into, and it's just about having fun. If any of you guys know me, you can come on the show if you want. I have 0 guests scheduled, so maybe that makes you not want to come. But I'll be doing shows mostly by myself, just commenting on politics, maybe politics, I don't know. Definitely we're going to be talking about manufacturing. Why is manufacturing so important? Isn't that a pretty boring topic? No, I think manufacturing is going to be a huge indicator towards our economy's success, I think, long term. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, you know what? Fuck that.
Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live, but I don't care. So basically this show is just, I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself, but yeah, basically this show is just for fun. Not trying to be anything special, just talking and being myself. And it's a great outlet because, you know, if I share this to Facebook, to Instagram, Twitter, all my outlets, this gives people a chance to really hear my voice, you know, whether it's family, friends, or just outside listeners. It's a good way for me to just get access and put my voice on the record. I should say get access to a good platform, you know, to put out my communication, my thoughts. There's going to be some stuttering for sure because I'm not used to talking to a microphone and looking into a camera like we are streaming on right now. It's definitely strange. It's kind of intimidating, but yeah. So that's the deal. I'll drop the link and you can swipe up and check it out. It's kind of cringe, but you know I don't care.
We're talking. What time do we start?
Huh?
11:30.
11:30. It's almost
Yes.
12:30, but
We're gonna go to midnight, or I'm sorry, we're gonna go to 1.
talking about some good stuff.
Yeah, this is the Insomnia podcast. No, but it's called the Brain.
Wow, this just takes a look at how cringe I am at having a show. But it's 1. I don't care.
All right, let's go pass the ball.
All right, guys, it was fun. First episode in the books.
Gang, high five, bro. Good ass fucking show. We're gonna be back.
Oh, yeah?
Next one we'll be more prepared and we'll actually have
Yes.
some good stuff to talk about.
And I'm gonna get a good webcam. You can see like obviously I have good cameras. I have good
We'll get
quality,
the camera situation situated. You know,
we'll get that figured out. That's one of the
our
last
technical
things.
difficulties, not really.
Yes.
We're from
our
China.
Podcasting etiquette will improve.
It's
I
from
promise.
China.
I know
That's
it's
why
cringe.
it sucks, man. The camera.
Huh?
It's because it's from China.
Yeah. The most cringe part about starting a podcast is everything in the beginning.
Nah, it was a good time. Grandiose.
It was a good time. We had a fun time. Sorry if we offended anybody. If we offended you, get over it. Honestly, just get over it. I'm sorry.
Fuck you. Just kidding. No hate.
Have a good night, everybody. Peace out.